Hey out there in YouTube land, it's Alan Clark, Kicking Artist, coming at you this week. This video is going to be about how to get what you want, or what I like to call the 4 trillion in one shot. Pretty interesting. What do you want? What motivates you? What inspires you? What kind of things do you want to learn how to do? What do you want to become if you're younger? What do you still want to be able to do if you're older? Getting what you want is simple, but it's not easy. By no means. And the great thing about it is all the information's out there. You can find it. It's the information age. If there's something out there that you want to learn how to do, somebody's done it. 100 people maybe. And the information's out there. All you have to do is find it. And that's the easy part. Anything. Let's say you wanted to write a blog. Let's say you wanted to do a YouTube video. Let's say you wanted to, be an astronaut. You want to be a teacher. You want to be a writer. You want to be a movie star. You want to be a Broadway actor, actress. All the information's there. I guarantee you there's somebody out there that's written a blog about it or did something with it to put the information out there. All you got to do is find it. So that's really your first step, is figure out what you want. Your second step is get the info. Get the info. It's huge. Next up, how do you get there? How do you do it? Well, it all begins with what you say. And this is where it's going to get hard, because it really is all on you. And there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have to kind of figure out, especially what you say to yourself and what you say to other people, because there's a bad thing going around. It's really awful. And one of the things is it's people with bad language. It's just, and I'm not talking about cursing and everything like that. But there is one word that everybody should just eliminate from their vocabulary, and that is the dreaded F-bomb. You know the one I'm talking about. How are you doing? I'm fine. Fine. Maybe. If you say you're fine with something, it really means that you're okay with not having it in the first place, but not having what you want. If you're fine, that's what you're saying to yourself. That's what your brain hears. So, I've just eliminated that whole idea out of my system. I'm working on getting rid of it, and I urge everyone to do it. It really, really helps. Next up, coming to the source of the video, the 4 million in one shot. Scientists have actually been able to theorize the odds of you being born, and that is 4 trillion to 1. For you to be born to the parents that you were born to, with the DNA that's running through you. You, essentially. 4 trillion to 1. Huge odds. So to say that to get those kind of odds, to be who you are and say that you're fine, no, it doesn't work. You better be something better than fine if you have those odds. What was the first decision you decided to do this morning, today? Hit snooze, stay in bed maybe 15 minutes longer, go to the bathroom maybe. But what did you do? What was your first major decision? Because it all makes a difference. It all makes a difference. I'm going to talk to you something about something called activation energy. This is the actual energy it takes to physically change something. Activation energy. The actual energy it takes, and I'm going to give you a good example. The actual energy it takes to throw off the covers, get up out of bed 30 minutes before the alarm, 30 minutes before your normal time, is the same amount of energy that it takes to do anything that you want to learn how to do, or anything that you wish you could become. It's the same amount of energy. Activation energy, or what we like to call force, because you have to force it. Nobody else is going to make you do it. It's you. Which brings me to my next point. Here's something I really wish somebody would have told me when I got older, and that is, I really wish somebody would have told me that I had to parent myself. When you get old, when you're a kid, it doesn't matter. Your parents are always there for you, especially nowadays where the paradigm has shifted. It's not really you're out of the house at 18 years old, you've got a job, you've got a wife, you've got kids, and some of you are, and if you are, more power to you. You grew up fast, and you know what I'm talking about. But the whole point of this video is to kind of bring you, up here somewhere to kind of go, man, I really need to go back and kind of look at things. And the one thing I wish somebody would have told me is that I am now my own parent. I have to parent myself. And what do your parents do? It is your job now. What do your parents do? Your parents did this. They made you do the crap that you did not want to do. All the stuff that you needed to do, that you never wanted to, they made you do it. That was their strength. That was their power. And now it's yours. You have to force yourself to do these things. Really, honestly, you have to force it. You have to parent yourself so you can be everything that you were supposed to be. But a lot of the time, we're so busy trying to feel like we're doing, like we're supposed to change. It's like, oh, I'm waiting for it. I really want change to happen. I want to feel like it's changing, but nothing happens. And that's because in order to change, you have to force it. You cannot wait. You have to force it. Pure and simple. Okay, bring me to my next topic here. It's simple to get what you want, but it is not easy by any means. You have to force yourself. You have to get out of your head. You have to get out of there. You have to get past your feelings. Don't worry about how you feel. Just do what you have to do. And get outside your comfort zone. When you do those three things, when you can get out of your head, past your feelings, and outside your comfort zones, that's when change happens. That's when life starts to get exciting again. Your brain has two sides. Okay? One side, we're going to call it autopilot. This is what the brain likes to go on. It's routine. If you normally hit the snooze, you do it every day, guess what? That's routine. You've just developed a habit. Your brain likes habits. Your brain likes to eat the same things because it feels good. Your brain likes to do the same things because it feels good. Right? Exactly. So, that's autopilot. Have you ever had a time where you came up with a great idea, you're like, oh my gosh, that's such an amazing idea, or you got a great idea in your head about trying to go somewhere and do something, maybe when you were younger, and then all of a sudden, bam, your brain came up with 800 different ways to say, how you couldn't do it, how it wasn't feasible, how it wasn't possible. You don't have the money, you don't have the time, the kids are in the way, da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? You just found out the second half of the brain, and that's the e-brake. Yep, the emergency brake. Anything that it goes outside of autopilot or the routine, the brain comes in with the e-brake because your brain is trying to save you from going outside of your comfort zones. It's not trying to help you on that part. It's trying to pull you back. Plain and simple. So, the two halves of the brain one more time. Autopilot, that's what you like. E-brake, it's what you're afraid of. It's going to cost too much. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I could get hurt. Lots of things. Lots of things. Anything that is a break from the routine will cause the e-brake, the emergency brake, to go off in your mind. And that's why I got to tell people the first thing you have to do is get out of your head. Do not let yourself talk yourself out of things. Don't do it. How do you know when it's time to change? How do you know? Easy. It's an easy thing. Anytime you experience pain on any level, emotional distress, physical pain, upset, confused, you feel like something's missing. That's a good one. You feel like you can contribute more, but you just don't know how. Maybe you looked in the mirror and then looked down at the clock and realized, oh my God, where did the last 10 years go? It's pain. And that's the signal. Anytime you experience pain on any level, it is a signal to let you know that one or more of your basic needs just hasn't been met to the level it needs to be met at. You see this happening all the time. All the time. I've experienced, I know you guys have experienced it, and that's what it's about. Everything in this world is in a state of constant growth. Your body, for example, regrows new cells all the time. Your fingernails grow. Your hair grows. Your body grows. Everything is in a constant state of evolution. Everything is in a constant state of growth. But there's one factor that most people don't get to. The soul. The soul needs growth too. Who you are needs growth. And that's where we experience a lot of the pain. Because guess what? Not my hat, but the two halves of your brain, they'll get in your way. Especially the e-brake part. If you listen to how you feel about what you want, you'll never have it. Because you will never feel like it. Pretty amazing, huh? So, stop waiting until you feel like it. Start now. How do you do that? Well, easy. This is profound, so be ready. And I didn't come up with any of this. All I'm doing is rehashing something I listened to earlier. That way I can get it out further, and I'll try to put a link down at the bottom below on what it is I actually listened to and actually went through. But I'm doing a lot of the shortcut stuff for you. It's called the 5-second rule. If you do not couple an impulse, an idea, to an action within 5 seconds, you pull the e-brake on that idea and kill it. You kill it. Amazing, huh? Now, I know what you're saying is like, so I might not be in the right place to do anything to get that 5-minute mark, or 5-second mark, excuse me. Well, yeah, you can. Jot a note down on your phone. Write something, type something up on your iPad. Use your tablets. Use a piece of paper. Anything you can do to scribble out something about that idea or that dream or that goal. That way you can come back and really start to take action on it, which is going to lead me to the end of this video. Thank you so much to everybody that subscribed. We got a lot of stuff coming, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, this is a little bit longer of a video. Went on a little bit longer than I thought, but it's okay. The information is warranted. Any questions, any comments, please feel free to put them down there. Put them down. I love feedback. I love people telling me that I either can't talk or I talk too much. Either way, it's all welcome. It's all warranted. And if you got anything out of this, share it. Share it with your friends. Okay? They may hate you for it, but at least you tried. Okay? This is Alan Clark signing off. See you next time. Thanks a bunch. Remember, rate, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Thanks. I'll see you next time.